Signora Francucci just can't let go. He retired more than half a year ago and left his business to his son, but he still comes to the restaurant every day to ensure everything's running smoothly. After more than 40 years, some habits die hard. Franco Francucci is eager to show us his great invention, his pride and joy, the mini pizza. Baked on a huge pan, divided into little rectangles, an idea from the late 1960s when Francucci was running his first restaurant in Berlin and people were hard up. Mini pizzas, 1 Deutschmark a square. Today, Berlin lawyers and doctors fondly remember how Francucci stilled their hunger when they were penniless students.
There was a line of 20 people, all waiting for a sheet of pizza to come out. And I cut it very quickly. And I had to ration it, 1 piece to a customer, so that everyone got one.
This was the menu at Francucci's first restaurant, La Grotta. Back then, a whole pizza cost only 3 marks. And Franco still had to explain to his guests that saltimbocca means jump in your mouth. Francucci came to Germany in 1959 as a carpenter. But soon he started a career which took him from a small-time pizza baker to the owner of an elegant Italian restaurant with celebrity guests. Gina Lollobrigida, Adriano Celentano, and even the Rolling Stones. Anyone who was anyone went to Francucci. Franco Francucci had no trouble integrating into German society. His business lives from contact with Germans. He thinks it's a shame the same isn't true for all immigrants.
That usually happens because most people have nothing to do with the restaurant business. For example, they work in factories or in construction, so they have little contact with German society. And then add language problems and differences in mentality. Because it's very important to get to know your host country's mentality. Working in a restaurant makes integration a lot simpler.
Lasagna from Apulia, this time somewhere else, in the Italian embassy. The ambassador thinks Franco's generation and those who later came to Germany from Italy have managed to integrate fairly well. With just one nagging problem, their children often do poorly in school. Only 12% attend high school and less than 1% go on to university.
Warum?
Why? The families didn't always pay enough attention. They had economic needs. And when the children were 13 or 14 years old, the families brought them into the pizzerias and restaurants to work. And that's how this situation developed. All I can say is that today, the families deal much more responsibly with this problem. I can also say that German states and Italy are working closely together.
The Francuccis are a positive example. Franquino, Franco's son, attended hotel management school before taking over his father's business. And grandson Louis is attending high school in Berlin. He's a chip off the old block. He too wants to work in the hotel business. But where? In Germany?
I want it to be in Italy, on the beach.
But first, Louis will have to learn proper Italian. At home, his family speaks mostly German. Franco Francucci, second generation, speaks perfect German and hardly sees himself as a real Italian. He wants to remain in Berlin and continue where his father left off. But his German customers want Italians to remain Italian, at least when it comes to the food.
To remain competitive, we have to look for products not everyone has, products we order directly from Italy, regional dishes, regional ingredients and recipes. We have to delve ever deeper into Italian tradition and keep improving our quality. Every Italian restaurant is subject to this competition.
Many Germans regard the Italians as model immigrants. Everyone likes them and admires their ability to enjoy la dolce vita. But as the Francuccis would confirm, it often involves a lot of hard work.